Welcome back, folks, to patch 1.6 on the common test server. So let's see how good the final prestige reward for Frontline is for the 2019 season, the AE Phase 1. So this vehicle is somewhat smaller in terms of height compared to other heavy tanks like the M103. It's shorter, the T-34, yep, but it's about the same length as a Chrysler K. Yeah, so it's a pretty long vehicle, but it's somewhat short. So the downside is you get artillery in the back of your turret, and that's where the ammo rack is likely going to be. So alright, at least I have safe stowage for my loader. You cannot train a extra loader, you cannot train the radio operator for the T-32s or the T-29s or the M6s if you're playing that low of a tier. But let's see how good this vehicle is. I have 10 rounds of high explosive anti-tank, so don't want to gold spam unless I have to against mouses or Type 5s, but it should be fast for heavy. The stats did not change from the previous leak dish video, so all the stats are the same. Very bouncy turret, small cupola, upper plate is okay. It's like a object 430 in terms of armor, but the lower plate is the big weak spot, as well as side armor and the rear. So the only downside with this vehicle is it has low health compared to the other heavies. Even though 1800 is not that bad, it's still somewhat low, and the top speed is only 35. So might be somewhat sluggish, but if it has like 50 kilometers per hour top speed, this thing would be faster than the T10, the IS-8, or the IS-10 for that matter. And queue is somewhat long for the test server because nobody plays tier 9s, everybody just plays tier 10s. So hopefully we can get into a match, but I might do a jump cut. Okay, after about 4 minutes in terms of queue time, we finally got a match, and it's only like 13 versus 13. Yep, we're missing 2 people out of 15. Alright, there's no artillery, so that's good for us. There's a FV405, that's bad for us, but it's mostly half and half. Wow, this thing is shifty. Oh, lag spikes! Lag spikes. Obviously, 16 horsepower per ton ratio is a big difference for heavy tanks because this thing turns pretty quick, about 35 to 33 degrees per second, and this thing does shift pretty well. Holy shit, I actually got him! It takes about 9 seconds for a reload, which is not bad. It's a tier 9, of course, so it's not like a Super Conqueror reloading every 7 seconds. So what I noticed on this vehicle is it turns pretty quick for heavy, and it's relatively very quick to shift up, to rev up the speed. So that's very good. Alright, got him. Reload 9 seconds. Zoom mods, please. Alright. Oh, come on! Alright. Accuracy is 0.34. So 3.4 or 3.5. It's not the best, but it's not that bad. Upper plate. I think I missed on that shot. It has 10 degrees of gun depression, so that's good. Well, everybody's sniping, I guess. Oh, car. Ooh, so close. Reloaded. Be patient. We could go confront the Conqueror, but I don't feel it's necessary just yet. Ah, he didn't turn fast enough. Alright, zoom mods, please. Oh, he's repairing his tracks. Oh, reloaded too late. I get the EBR if you can. Oh, Suka. Alright, get out. Upper plate. Missed. There was a splash. I missed. Alright, let's go take care of the Conqueror. Who's gotten bored. There's the FE. All the way behind. Right into the ass. I detract him. Oh damn. Alright, anybody else? I don't want to face off against T110 E4 just yet. Alright, high alpha chunk play. Thank God for gun depression. Oh, he donked. Nice. There's a Object 704 and a T110 E4, as well as a FE4005. So basically, you get two-pronged if you go that away. So we're not going to go that away. We're going to take care of this T110 E4 and 704. Not 704. Eh? There's the 704. So the TVP is still shooting at the 113.
Ready to fire. I don't see the target.
Do not know if I hit. We have a 268 pushing up. Lag spikes again. Nice. That's a very big gun out of the way. Come on, push back up, please. Shit. Oh, I did not test out the armor, so we're going to test out the armor. Then again, none of their heavy tanks went. There were like a bunch of AFKers on their team. Wonderful. We waited like 4 minutes for just testing out the mobility of this thing. Alright. View range is not that bad. 415 with a good crew. And it is a special tank, so it's like a premium. You can transfer your crew without penalties. Oh, can I shoot on the move? Oh damn, he's dead. It does feel fast for heavy. This thing does feel fast. Even though the top speed is only 35, it just goes 35 all the time. If it was like 50, I think it would be a lot better, but then again, it would be too fast. Alright, that was simple. So accuracy is not the best because there were a few missed shots while fully aimed. So, alright, okay. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, we can also get Frontline Part 2 with more stuff or whatever. So 0.35 accuracy. I thought it was 3.4. Yeah, accuracy is not the best. I click resupply automatically. But oh, we forgot to use the the repair kit thing. But yeah, accuracy does feel somewhat off. It's not that bad for heavy. So I mean, you don't expect to pull like Leopard 1 shots down the field. It's not that accurate, so there are a few misses, but reloads every 9 seconds, 9.08. You have the high explosive anti-tank shells, similar to the T110 E5 or the M103, should you choose, but it's 40 rounds, and that's plenty for this gun. So it's a lot better than the M103's like 30 rounds, 33 rounds. Alright. So compared to M103, take a quick look again. Has 50 less health. It's not that bad in terms of health. So I'll try to put into another game, but it's hard for the queue, so we'll see. Back to the queue. It takes so long. Nobody plays tier 9s, and yeah, it was a 13 versus 13 match, and I did not get to use the armor. So from that match, the vehicle is fast to turn, it's fast to rev up. It's not that fast in terms of top speed, but it will go 35 kilometers per hour, like mostly everywhere other than a swampy ground or bog ground of a sort. Gun's okay. It's somewhat accurate, not that accurate, but not as accurate as a Leopard 1, but still a lot better than the derpy guns that's on the STIs or the, you know, large super heavies like the Moist Hins or the VK 7501K. 75, that's the tier A premium. What the hell am I talking about? The 4501, 4502 POSB or the E75s. Wrong tier, Sam. But the 128 on those vehicles are somewhat wonky in terms of their accuracy, fully aimed, but this vehicle is a close range combat tank, so you get to haul down, you get to put your armor into use, and you don't need the accuracy as much as more of a armor defense, but it does feel somewhat like a large medium tank in terms of speed, and it is somewhat fast in terms of mobility without the top speed concern, but not as much health, and I don't know if you could punish like tier 7s like crazily as with 279 compared to the 279 against tier 8s, but we'll see. Alright, full match, 15 versus 15, 2 artilleries, so we have to watch out for artilleries, and we'll see if we could put the armor to use. Oh, what's with the textures? Oh, there you go. Alright, so 2 artilleries, not the best. I don't want to cut out in the dish bowl because 2 artilleries, one's a big gun, one's an autoloader. So we'll go to the cliffside. The vehicle hull armor is very weak, but you rely on mostly the turret as well as some parts of the side scrape, not much, so we'll see. There are 2 light tanks scouting in the middle. Do I have a shot? I do. Okay. Oh, I missed. There was a lag spike. I blame the lag spike. Kronwagen. Wow, he pushed up real far. Why am I by myself? I don't want to by myself here, but it's a good place to test out the armor, even though I'm by myself. Well, the mills are being chewed up. I am watching this 704. If he gets spotted, he will get damaged soon. So the vehicle does not feel sluggish, even though it does feel somewhat slow, if you catch my drift. And there are 4 tracks! I forgot to mention. Well, it is fancy. No, don't push up. There's a badger and a few other shits. VK is already spotted, AMX is already there. Oh. Wow, you actually have shots? Strange. What vehicles are missing from their team? I don't have XVM. Nice, dude. Very nice. Alright, I guess we push up. Since I cannot tell which vehicles have been spotted and which haven't. I think the Badger have not been spotted on this side or on their side, so it should be on this side. There's a T-54. Alright, we'll push up, I guess, into Oblivion. The FE-4005 is at their base. Yeah, we'll push. I don't feel good about this pushing though. I might as well push then. Alright, now we get to test the armor of this stuff. Even though it's mostly against a T-54 and a 4005. I do not want to get nuked. Well, even though there are 4 tracks, I think one of the tracks will eat the shots against a squash head shell. Oh, I do have the crosshair mod. I totally forgot. Oh, it is a tossing slugfest at the top of the map. Alright. Oh, there's a 9 T95 somewhere. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's firing high explosive. What the shit? They're not going anywhere. Track him. Did he even hit him? He's firing high explosive. He's firing high explosive. It's actually effective. Alright, repair speed. Oh, I'm still stunned. Did I just block a 750 damage shell from a batch out artillery? What the hell is that all about? Even the artillery spams gold because, you know, scum. Alright. Wait. I mean, your armor's good, but it's not against high explosives. Ah, shit. There's a badger. Oh shit, he buzz! Oh, okay, he doesn't have a shot at me. That's good. Alright, repair the shit. Alright, we don't want to jump into a crab wagon. Oh, hit the bloody wall. Stupid artillery, die! Alright, now let's test the side armor to see if we can hit this crown wagon. Okay, he's stunned. Stupid artillery! Scum! What the shit? Where's the badger? What is this going on? Alright. You really? You scored him? I'm right here. Now, I do not want to go face tanking a badger. So, we'll wait. Oh. I don't know if he can. Oh, he can pin my upper plate. He has freaking 10 degrees of gun depression in a freaking badger. Of course, he's gonna pin the upper plate. Might get around him though. Okay, he's gonna the S-Tank is going to distract. I mean, then again, I could shoot the tracks off. How much health does the... Alright, gun depression, let's do your magic. Alright. Nice. No! You don't go anywhere. Hug. No, you don't go anywhere. Bye. Alright, that's how we deal with a badger. Alright, there's AMX M4. Nice for the S-Tank to shoot the tracks off too. The AMX M4 has a 120? I don't think it gets a large gun. There he is. A high explosive will work. So let's see how fast this thing chases. Where the hell did he shoot? He shoot my tracks. And the badger knock off my tracks, but I think I could chase him down. I might be able to. Alright, I'll go this way, you go the other way. I have high explosive readied. I mean, it's not a slow vehicle by all means. Once you get the advantages of a hill, I think this vehicle will be pretty decent. So, like with all American tanks, you need a hill. Slow down. I don't think it gets a large gun. There he is. Nice.
Ready to fire.
How much did that bounce? I have no idea.
Target released.
Alright, let's see how good the sidearm is. Oh, he fired. Alright. Explosive. I missed. He's gonna shoot again with 120. Oh, he got the cupola. So don't want to be too straight. And he's firing gold shell, of course. Why wouldn't he? But this prefers a hill. This prefers hull down. And the only way to achieve this is still play this vehicle like any other American heavies, like a T-29. But it's not that bad. We only mostly dealt spotting damage, but still, yeah, mostly spotting damage. Good enough. Well, we were by ourselves on one side of the flank, so let's try one more. I mean, in all honesty, if this vehicle was a premium, I think it would share a lot more playtime. Because a lot of the vehicles, unless you play this vehicle for the fun of it, then go right ahead. But for some of the players, myself included, like if we don't get progress on vehicles that we're trying to research, or if we're not making credits, then I usually don't play, reward vehicles. Unless I'm trying to do a specific personal mission that requires some sort of a premium tank to help me with. But yeah, I feel, unless you really, really, really like this vehicle, sure, go ahead, but it's not premium. You don't make that much more credits. Actually, that was a loss in terms of credits, because I spammed a few gold shells and I missed a few. Wonderful. But yeah, I kind of feel disappointed still about its status as being a special tank, not a premium. But the tank itself is decent. The stats are decent. The only downside is you get artillery, which is true for almost all vehicle in this case, as well as it has low health, low top speed, and somewhat less accurate of a gun, but you cannot really complain about the gun. So armor is okay. You still have weak spots, so it's not exactly like. Well, then again, it is like the 279 or 726, 756, because the 756 has a cupola weak spot, but it's very hard to get to since it's very imposing to face that thing from the front. So, and a lot of the 756 just spam gold shell. So wonderful. Out of 10, how much would I rate it? I still would rate it pretty high since it's fairly above average in terms of stats distribution, but without the premium status, I will give it like a 8.5 out of 10. 9? If the cupola was like impenetrable, I would give this vehicle a 9. If you have the impenetrable turret as well as premium status, then it will be 11. But overall, it's not a bad tank. Not by far. It's not a bad tank at all. But the only downside is you can't get too close and you get high explosive out your ass. So we'll see. But the only way to penetrate this thing is shoot the lower plate if you can, or shoot the cupola. But then again, the cupola is rounded and it's about 220 millimeters effective, so give or take. Alright, the cupola is on the starboard side of the vehicle, so you have a chance to hide it if you're using a wall to your starboard side or your right side. But we'll see. Tank destroyers and FEs. Alright, let's get into close combat, since this vehicle is meant for close combat. Alright, never mind. Nobody's coming over here for close combat. Are you guys coming over here for close combat? Alright, I don't even... fuck it. See, the turret does turn pretty fast. Like, real fast for heavy. And the hull traverse is also pretty decent. Mobility is not bad. It's like a fat medium. I just don't want a side scrape. That's the only thing I worry about. Oh, there's a little rubble. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there's a freaking hash gun. Shoot the hash gun. Never let the hash gun. Oh, nice. Always shoot the hash gun. Oh, spam gold shell, huh? Why did I expect anything else? Alright, wait for my teammates to pull around. So I'm currently hiding my cupola, to the best of my knowledge. So as you can see, the cupola is still very strong. It's about 220 millimeters effective unless you get a clean hit. And it's a small target. Really? Wow. There's a sponson. Ah, the cupola is so small. Or I'm just sucky at shooting. Shoot him! Guys! I'm stuck at shooting cupolas now. Oh. Well, this turret should stand up against that thing. It is a very strong wall. We're just holding the fort. Where the hell he pinned? No, he did not pin. Alright. There's a yak tiger. Missed. Oh, you do have a cupola. And I have no zoom mods. Oh, come on! The zoom mods would be good because I'm aiming at a small target. Which I don't have. Ooh. Spamming gold shell inside here. Oh, come on! That was on target. Really? Come on! That was a terrible side scrape. I only got the side skirts. Nice shot into the cupola. Alright, we're spamming the shells. Just push up. Kranwagen. Okay. Don't expose our upper plate or lower plate. Huh. I'm scared to push up. I don't want to push up. Okay. That's a big gun.
Target acquired.
There you go. Knock out the easy gun.
Ready to fire. Enemy is hit. Target unlocked.
Oh, shooting the leopard is the same as shooting the 5A.
Penetration.
Might as well shoot the shoot the leopard.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Oh, jeez.
Enemy armor is damaged.
All right. All right.
Armor is destroyed.
The big gun has fired.
They're knocked out. We're immobilized.
Off and triggers. Into your space armor. Jam my gun to his gun.
Enemy armor is hit.
He has a damage ammo rack. Okay. We took no hits. Other than getting our tracks blown off. Why is my med kit gone? I had no med kit? Oh well. So overall, the vehicle, not testing the armor fully, but I know a few parts of the armor that are very resilient, such as the turret. And you don't need to deter that much shots. I block 0 shots, right? For 1 shot, I block 1 shot. Wonderful. 1 gold shot and Waffen trigger shot my tracks and just blown off the tracks. But I would say this vehicle is decent. Like 8.5. It is very fast to turn and very fast to rev up. The downside is you do have a cupola weak spot and you do have low top speed and other stuff. But it's very shifty. I mean, the gun's very flexible. It feels like a medium tank in terms of mobility in that aspect. But the downside is it's obviously not as fast in terms of top speed. Accuracy could be better, but then again, it's a heavy lower plate, obviously, as well as a long haul. So this elongated hull, as well as the turret, gets artillery like all the butt fucking time. So you need cover, you need a hill or rubble, and would I recommend you using 2 repair kits? I doubt it. You don't have to be that aggressive with this vehicle to have 2 repair kits and no medical kit or fire extinguisher. So it's a free repair kit, large repair kit for that matter. And 8.5. 8.5. If it was premium, 9. If it was like super impenetrable for the turret, then 10 obviously. And combine the both, then 11. So I'll show you the how is the T10, but take a look at the speed. So 15.85 horsepower per ton ratio with 35. I already took a look at the mobility. I already showed you guys the mobility on the actual stats video, but this thing is basically a T10 without the top speed. So if it has like 50 kilometers per hour top speed, it will be just as fast. So yeah, it's even better horsepower per ton ratio. Just the T10 has 50 kilometers per hour top speed. That's the only difference. The terrain resistance is negligible. So as for the AE Phase 1, you've been grinding for like 10 months, or at least 8 months, including the 2 months that could be added, but it's like a third of the year, or 2/3 of the year, you've been grinding for this vehicle. And it's only like a T55A, so it does have a new gimmick, but if it was premium, I would play it most of the time. Like, I would not play tier A premiums. I would play this vehicle if it was a premium, but it's not a premium. So you only play this vehicle if you want to get the personal missions done, if you want to, you know, squash on tier 7s, but you don't need a AE Phase 1 to fight tier 7s, right? There's so many other tier 9 vehicles that are good against tier 7s, such as the legendary T55A, or not the T55A, the T54. I mean, the T54 is amazing against tier 7s, alright? It's so much DPM. And any other vehicle like the E50 is also good, but you don't need that against tier 7s. So what's good about the AE Phase 1 is basically it's a badge of honor, if you will. It just symbolizes that you have been grinding your ass off and you have no life, but then again, you get a decent vehicle, very decent. I mean, it's not like a 59 patent at tier 9. That would be dog shit. Or the Ram Panzer M48, even though that got buffed. It's not like that. The vehicle actually could hold its own, so it's very worthwhile to have it, even though the grind is somewhat tedious. But there you go, folks. The AE Phase 1 on the final prestige of Frontlines. So you can only play it on random battle mode. You cannot play it in Frontline, otherwise that would be broken as all shit. So hopefully you guys can determine if you want one or not, but thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Vocal percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind. Vocal percussion on a whole nother level.